Welcome to the Diesel Up Garage. Today we're working on a 2008 Ford 6.4 liter Power Stroke. We're going to be installing an S&B Performance Filter Intake Kit. The part number today that we're going to be installing is a 75-5054D. Okay, the first step, we're going to need to disconnect our air box, take the air filter out. We're going to go ahead and unplug the check valve sensor and unplug the mass airflow sensor. The next step is we're going to loosen the clamp on the air inlet tube by the air box. We're going to loosen the clamp on the turbo side of the air inlet tube. We're going to take a screwdriver and we're going to pry this clamp apart. You can go ahead and discard this clamp and then we're going to disconnect this. Okay, next step we're going to remove our check valve from the factory air box and make sure when you do take it out that the rubber grommet comes with it. Okay, well, we've installed our check valve in the S&B cleaner. The rubber grommet's in place. We've snapped this in place. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our air filter and notice how it's an oval shape. We're going to install it on the air intake. Okay, now we have our air filter installed. The next step is going to be removing the mass airflow sensor from the stock air cleaner. The kit comes with a security Torx wrench. We're going to use that to get the mass airflow sensor out. Okay, now that we have the mass airflow sensor out, we're going to use the gasket that's provided in the kit. We'll go ahead and put that in place. We'll make sure the connector is facing towards the air check valve. Here's a note: the 2009 models, Ford trucks, you're supposed to use the supplied screws that come in the kit. But since our truck is a 2008, we're going to go ahead and use these security Torx screws that we took off of the OEM filter. Okay, now we have our mass airflow sensor installed. We'll go ahead and put the hump adapter with the two clamps onto the intake tube, and then we're going to go ahead and put the step adapter on the intake tube as well, and just leave the hose clamps loose so we can get it installed. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take our tube and we're going to install it on the turbo. Just snap it into place. We're going to leave the clamps loose for now so we can get everything slid in position. We're also going to go ahead and put the clamp on this tube and go ahead and lock it into place as well. Alright, the next step is going to be to go ahead and put the housing into place. Notice there's three legs on the bottom of the box. Those are inserted into those rubber grommets. Remember to go ahead and put this air tube in the box first, and we're going to kind of tilt it up at an angle like this and lock it into place. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put our air filter assembly in. Again, you want to take this in at an angle. At the same time, you kind of have to wiggle and get it into the air intake tube. So we're going to actually put it in here first and see how that works out. Okay, now that we have our air cleaner locked into place on the bottom, the hose are lined up here. We've got our pump adapter hooked up. We're going to go ahead and tighten up our clamps. We're going to go ahead and hook up the mass airflow sensor, lock it into place, and then we're going to hook in our air check valve and make sure it snaps into place as well. Okay, now we have all of our hose clamps tight. Everything is in place. We have our mass airflow sensor plugged back in. It's locked into place. Our check valve is plugged in. Everything is back the way it's supposed to be. The last step on this is going to be putting the cover on. The kit comes with 4 screws. The big ones with the rubber washers go up in the top position. And then the smaller ones, the metal goes on the top, and they go into the lower positions. We're just going to tighten that up, and we're going to be done. Now that we have the cover tightened down, I want to thank you for joining us in the Diesel Up Garage today. Enjoy your next level diesel performance product.